Let me introduce my partner Hui Yi
and my partner Joey.
We live in a world more connected than ever before. Messages travel across borders in seconds, and cultures intertwine in the digital space. This is the reality of the global village, a term coined by Marshall McLuhan in 1916.
But what does McLuhan vision mean for us today, especially in the age of social media? How does the global village concept shape the way we connect, communicate, and even advertise in the 21st century?
McLuhan's idea of the global village describes a world where electronic communications links the global, translating time and space. Today we see this in social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, which allow instant cross-border communication, breaking down cultural barriers.
Right. Facebook even has a real-time translation tool, so users from different backgrounds can connect without worrying about language. But let me ask you this. Do you think these platforms are actually bringing people closer, or are they creating more division?
Good question. On the one hand, platforms like Instagram allow users to share their daily lives and experience, which can foster understanding. But there's also the danger of echo chambers and filter content. What do you think?
I think it's a double-edged sword. While we're more connected, we can also get stuck in our own bubbles. But overall, platforms like Instagram have helped break stereotypes and foster empathy by showcasing diverse experiences. And now, let's talk about how the global village concept affects businesses today. Social media has completely transformed the way companies reach global audiences, right?
Absolutely. In the past, you need a physical store to sell internationally. Now, platforms like Instagram, shopping, and Facebook Marketplace allow small business to promote their product globally with just a few clicks.
And don't forget about influencers. Take Kabang Ling, for instance. He's the most followed person on TikTok and partners with global brands to boost sales across borders. It's a whole new era for advertising and commerce.
The next day.
Social media also fuels cultural exchange. On TikTok, we see trends and challenges spread across continents in hours. Remember the lobster challenges that went viral?
Yeah, the challenges started in South Korea, but soon people from Europe, the Americas, and Asia were participating. It's a perfect example of how platforms like TikTok unite people through shared experiences.
McLuhan's concept of a shared global culture really comes to life through social media. We constantly expose to new language, art forms, and music, which helps us appreciate cultural diversity.
But there's a question. Do you think these trends are truly helping us understand other culture? Or are they just surface level interaction?
I think it depends. Participating in the dance challenge might not lead to deep cultural understanding, but it does open the door for curiosity and engagement. It's a start. Let's not forget McLuhan's other big idea. The medium is the message. This means that the way we share information is just as important as the content itself. For instance, TikTok encourages fast, entertaining, and content, while Instagram is more about visual storytelling.
Right. Each platform shapes how we think and communicate. Take advertising. On TikTok, ads are quick and catchy. But on YouTube, they can be longer and more detailed. The platform influences how we craft our messages.
And for us as advertising students, this means understanding the nuances of each medium. It's not just about what we say, but how we say it depending on the platform.
Exactly. So, do you think TikTok's short, snappy format is reshaping how people engage with ads and content?
Unfortunately, the shorter attention spans fostered by TikTok mean that brands have to capture attention quickly or risk being skipped. It's a new challenge but also an opportunity for creativity.
So, looking at it all, would you say McLuhan's ideas are still relevant today?
As a Gen Z advertising student, I say yes. McLuhan Global Village is more relevant than ever, especially when you consider how interconnected the world has become through social media.
True. Campaigns like McDonald's I'm Loving It are a great example. Their slogan is global, but the execution is tailored to fit local cultures and language.
And with platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, we are not just participants, we are creators in this digital village. We are shaping how messages are shared, understood, and consumed.
McLuhan's idea that media is an extension of ourselves really hits home in this age of smartphone and social media. We're more connected than ever. But the question is, how will we continue to shape this village in the future?
Actually, the digital landscape is evolving and it's up to navigate it wisely.
We've got the message, as it were, in every way possible. But in the older book or print culture, people were not with it. They were away from it by themselves with their own private point of view. Now, you have no point of view when you're with it because you accept the thing totally. And we're with it because these new media of ours, the one you talked about in the appliance store, have made our world into a single unit